So welcome to this presentation of Calliditas Therapeutics. My name is Renee Aguiar-Lucander, and I'm the CEO of the company. So Calliditas is a commercial stage biopharma company. We're focused on novel treatments in orphan indications where there's a significant unmet medical need. We're headquartered in Stockholm, Sweden. We have offices in New York, New Jersey, France, and Switzerland. We have a commercial product approved in the US and in Europe, as well as an exciting pipeline in rare diseases based on a platform of first-in-class NOX inhibitors. Calliditas' commercial product, developed under the name of Nefecon, is the first ever drug approved in the US and the European Union for the rare autoimmune disease IgA nephropathy, or IgAN. Calliditas' strategy is to commercialize in the US on its own and to partner in other territories. IgAN is an orphan autoimmune disease of the kidney that originates in the small intestine, where we have something called Peyer's patches, which is lymphatic tissue that produces IgA antibodies that in this particular disease finds its way out into the blood circulation. This results in an immune response, and which creates immune complexes in the blood. And these, because obviously the kidney's job is to filter blood, will get trapped in the kidney's kind of filtration mechanism called the glomeruli, and this will cause the kidney to leak blood and protein due to inflammation, and this over time would lead to progression towards end-stage renal disease in over half of those patients diagnosed. Successful top-line interim data from a global phase 3 study called Nefecon read out in November 2020, and that formed the basis for the accelerated approval in the US, where it is now being commercialized under the brand name of Tarpeyo. Conditional approval also was achieved in Europe, where it's being commercialized by our partner STADA, which is a leading European pharma company, under the brand name Kinpeygo. The full data from this global phase 3 trial successfully read out in March of this year, with the trial meeting its key primary endpoint on all secondary efficacy measures. The data were published in the world-leading medical journal, The Lancet, later this year, and formed the basis for our filing for full approval with the FDA, which we submitted in June 2023. The FDA has granted us priority review and given us a PDUFA date of the 20th of December this year. We have also supported STADA in its filing with EMA in September of this year, with a view to convert conditional market authorization in Europe into a standard marketing authorization. We also have a partnership in China with a company called Everest Medicines, which has also filed for approval, and we're awaiting the outcome of the regulatory review process by the China National Medical Products Administration, or the NMPA, which also granted priority review and is expected to make its approval decision or not in Q4 of 2023. Calliditas last year also entered into a partnership in Japan with a company called Viatris to develop and commercialize the product there. Calliditas is commercializing Tarpeyo in the United States on its own, as I mentioned, and we've recorded total revenues of approximately $80 million since its launch at the end of January 2022 up until the end of Q2 of this year. We have an experienced sales force of around 60 sales reps with core backgrounds in rare disease, nephrology, specialty products, and the actual awareness among nephrologists today of our product is now over 90%. With peer-to-peer recommendations building and with the publication of our strong phase 3 data in The Lancet, combined with the potential for an expanded label following the FDA review or filing for full approval, we are excited about what the future holds. This, along with our continued and expanded interactions with nephrologists, means Calliditas is very well positioned and have a really positive outlook for 2024. With regards to our pipeline, it's based on a NOX inhibitor platform, and our lead compound, setanaxib, is being assessed in several phase 2 studies. It's being evaluated as an adjunct therapy in squamous cell carcinoma of the head and neck, where we recently reported out very promising interim data in July. Setanaxib is also being investigated as an antifibrotic agent in primary biliary cholangitis, which is a rare liver disease, and in an investigator-led study in idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, a rare lung disease. Additionally, Calliditas will launch a trial with the use of setanaxib for the treatment of Alport syndrome, with a target of initiating that study in Q4 of 2023. We look forward to reporting out data from all the 3 ongoing phase 2 studies in 2024, and we continue to evaluate this promising first-in-class drug candidate. Thank you for listening.